welcome back to another video. So I just invented a little mini series right now. This might be the only episode, we'll see. You know how I am. But I basically wanted to talk about, it's called Tea Talk. At least this one episode is. And I'm just gonna have some...
If you hear wind chimes in the background, I'm sitting down in my kitchen and I have the windows wide open. It's a little bit windy outside. Santa Ana's here in Southern California. So that's what you're hearing.
And talk about things that are on my mind, use you guys as kind of a diary and just talk about stuff that's on my mind and my life and things.
Once again, using her subscribers and viewers for emotional support.
I want to talk about, So today is going to be a subject about I guess a comment that really makes me reflect
is that ringworm on your face? It looks like it in your chin area. Ew.
See a lot, and the comment is, and I've seen it many times, and I still get this, and it's that we miss the old Foodie Beauty.
I miss the old Kanye.
People go through different phases of life. They go through growth. A human being is supposed to grow as a person, and the past, we're supposed to learn from it and take what we need and leave the rest behind, Now, for me, a lot of my past in the past couple of years, past few years even, is completely dead to me. And I've realized...
How's that dead to you? Literally, within this past year, you've shown disgusting behavior, not only in some of your live streams, but some of your community posts. So, no, you're still the same person.
I've had to grieve it.
And why would you grieve?
A lot of grief. I've gone through a lot of processing.
Why would you grieve?
And for me, I think I've gone through a lot of self-growth, and maybe I don't discuss that enough online, so I don't mind.
You have shown absolutely zero personal growth in any aspect of your life. None.
Talking more about certain subjects like that. But today I'm going to focus more on, I could talk about different areas of my life where I have grown and have improved. But
where?
Other than my weight issue, literally.
See, and once again, you are the one bringing up the weight issue. You're the one that keeps bringing it up. Nobody really brings it up except for you.
Talk ad nauseum about that. That's evident because that's a problem on the outside that's very visible, but internal issues
that's a problem
that you can't
internally
see,
as well, idiot.
that I'm comfortable with talking about now. I don't mind. So I think that the me that you guys miss, I don't think that was the real me. So I've done some reflection on
this. Isn't still the real you. You're still playing a character.
And I was thinking, am I fake?
Yes.
What is the real me? Because I'm still discovering
you don't even know the real
in a lot of ways. But I have done a lot of that self-discovery.
That's why you cosplay. That's why you change with every man you get.
I think that the Foodie Beauty you're missing, in a lot of ways, was a Foodie Beauty that was meant to entertain you. That was a kind of a persona. Now, not all of it. I do have a very...
It has to be all of it or none of it. Every part of you is a character. You have the only time you've ever actually shown the real you is the Cuba Rage, because alcohol for you is a truth serum. You've shown your true self.
Silly side, and that still does come out once in a while, but I find that it's not natural as it was. A lot of the time, dancing around, acting silly, all these things, I really did it just to have fun and entertain you guys.
You're full of shit. You dancing around, acting silly, like you're trying to make it seem, wasn't that. You were high out of your mind on, I don't even know what kind of drugs. And I can say that because you're a self-admitted drug user. You've said it yourself on your own channel. So stop trying to make it cute and fun. It wasn't. You're an addict. You were high on YouTube acting a fool.
But now I feel like older. Like, I really feel that in the past year, I've matured a lot.
You haven't matured one bit. You're still immature. You're still the brain level probably of a 13-year-old, arrested development.
In a lot of ways. And I think I've learned a lot of hard lessons about life. And
you haven't learned one hard lesson about life. What have you gone through that's been hard for you that wasn't self-inflicted?
Said I've had to grieve my past. My cup kind of matches. I've had to kind of grieve a lot of things. And that made my trip back to Canada the last time I was there very hard. My life in Canada was in shambles. And I think a lot of people forget that. I think that was very entertaining for you guys. Some people found me entertaining. I
didn't find it entertaining at all. And actually, I was one of the ones that tried to help you. I think there was at one point at your highest drug usage, I even offered you. I would pay for a trip for you if you promised to get off drugs and get away from Nader. You flat out told me no. So you're full of shit.
Me silly. They found me open. I would talk about everything. Nothing was private for me. Nothing was sacred. I just let everything out. And you know,
literally your vagina included.
I've said this before, but I repeat myself. There's a lot of value in not telling everyone what's going on in your life. The only people that really need to know are people who are actually really close to me in life. And I like it that way. I like my valued privacy that I didn't have before. And I think that's one thing that you guys miss, obviously, is my privacy and not being so...
Your valued privacy. You've never been a private person ever on YouTube. You've shared everything. Everything. Pooping on yourself, peeing on yourself, sharting on yourself, whatever the case might be, you've shared everything. We've seen everything. So shut up.
Private, because it was entertaining. There was always tea. There was always drama in my life. There was always something going on that people had to just, people, I remember hearing reactors say, we literally have to it's interrupting our lives. There's so much going on. We have to get up in the middle of the night when Foodie Beauty goes live, because I would just go live at impromptu times.
I don't remember reactors saying that. I've never said that. If anything, I've seen multiple reactors, including myself, say that they had to take a break from you because your bullshit was emotionally draining. So people would take, a couple days off from watching you because of your bullshit. So stop trying to make yourself holier than thou, because you're not.
And just literally wake up, go live, and take you everywhere with me, and there was just...
Take us where? To the hotels where you used to turn tricks? And that's where you used to take us?
There was a lot of... I was invading my own privacy by doing that in a lot of ways, I was never one to really air my relationships online.
That's
I was
fucking
very
bullshit.
Private, and I still am now with that.
You have never been private. Nader, I hope you fucking make a comment. I don't like you, but yeah, she told everything about your relationship and any other relationship she has been in. You have a loose mouth, Chantal. You can't keep a secret. You have to blab. So shut up with keeping shit private.
Husband and I. But being involved with somebody who's abusive, that was a different story. That I had no problem airing everything out. I think that those instances should definitely be exposed. But that was my situation when I was in...
You were never in a relationship with Nader. You dated him 1 week. You stalked him, literally, went to his house, tried to get into his apartment, wouldn't leave him alone. And obviously, Nader is the type of guy that's been around the block a couple times, and he saw that he could take advantage of you, and that's clearly what he did. You have nobody to blame for that but yourself and your stupidity.
Canada. I was involved with somebody I was involved in a very toxic, narcissistic, abusive situation.
You're the
That,
narcissist.
alhamdulillah, I'm so thankful to be out of. I was starting to believe in God, but the most of my time in
And I guarantee you right now, if Nader was open for you to come to him, you would be there in a hot ass fucking minute.
Canada, I wasn't religious, and I would just be consuming, ordering large, Box Mountain. I had
You
heaps of
still
boxes
order
in
large
my
amounts.
home
It's food this
because
time.
I was just
So nothing
ordering
has
stuff I
changed.
didn't need. It caused me to get into a lot of financial debt because I would just waste money like it was water. I had to grieve that. That's one of the biggest things I had to.
I've never seen somebody in my life that has filed for bankruptcy twice, and it's over Amazon and fast food. That's literally both her bankruptcies, and she still owes on them. So she's tax evading while she's in Kuwait. That's so lovely.
Grieve was how irresponsible I've been financially, and I'm still cleaning that up, and it might take a while, but not doing it on my own is so much better. And not having someone in my life who was also taking advantage of me and using me financially, somebody who could.
Okay, who's using who financially? Yeah, Nader took advantage of you. I mean, I don't blame him. You're stupid. Now you found another one on Tinder. He's not taking advantage of you. Look at the apartment he was in when you first got there compared to what he lives in now. Look at the car he's driving versus what he has now. Yeah, you're being taken advantage of again, you dumb idiot.
Pay their rent, so I would help them with rent a few times. Somebody couldn't even pay their own cigarettes. I would buy them cigarettes. That adds up in Canada. Cigarettes.
You're doing the same thing now with the droid.
Stuff like that, somebody would say they needed money for work uniform or something, like work equipment, and they would use it to gamble or buy drugs.
In your last grocery haul post, you said in there you bought those groceries for Salah. So he's not paying for anything. You're paying for everything. So it's still happening, Chantal. Stop lying to yourself and stop thinking that we're stupid and don't see it.
I spent a lot of money on drugs. If I think of how much money I spent on that, it really makes me mad, But not anymore. I've learned to just move on and just grieve that.
Wait, what? You're grieving spending money on drugs? What are you grieving? The drugs?
Leaving my pets behind. What happened with BBJ? That's all out of my mind now.
You didn't give a shit about
that situation.
You keep bringing it up.
So that it can't hurt me anymore.
You're the one that keeps fucking bringing it up.
You know what I mean? To me, she's already
FFG
gone.
never brings that up. You're the one that keeps reposting the shit on your community tab.
She's already buried for me. I know Sam is okay. I get regular updates about him. So that's not really hurting me. I know he's in a really good place right now. But the BBJ thing, it's out of my hands. It's something that I've come to terms with. And
but yet you keep bringing it up.
There's somebody who did that, who took her just so they could use her for clout, and they can use her to
she's not. FFG's not using her for clout.
And you can make all the calendars you want. You can make all the merch you want. I'm not letting it affect me, and
obviously it does. You keep bringing it up.
So
I'm sure you'll bring it up again.
That past is gone for me. That whole abusive situation. I'm done abusing myself financially. I'm done.
But you're abusing yourself with food.
I'm done being materialistic, and I'm done with so many things about my past that I don't miss. And I think in that way I've matured a lot. I have different priorities.
You're done being materialistic, yet you tried to floss and flash with that China Communist car and Salah's fake Louis Vuitton hat. Okay.
Priorities in life. I really want to just start really working on my health a lot more because
you're gonna die.
I've gotten to a point where my whole life I just thought, oh, I have another day, I have another day, I have another day to neglect it, and here I am with all these health issues that, in my mind, in the back of my mind, knew.
Literally, what sane person goes around saying, I have another day to neglect my life? I have another day to neglect my life. You just proved your insanity.
That I was at high risk of, and I was just in denial. I don't miss those behaviors of,
You still have those behaviors.
dancing around half nude,
Half
all of that
nude. We've
stuff.
seen your biscuit.
I find that, I have a different opinion on that. I have more self-respect in that way.
Bullshit.
I feel better covered. I feel like I'm respecting my body.
You feel better covered because what you're doing is covering all the shit on your body you feel insecure about. That's all you're doing. That's all this is. Just covering it up.
Like, I'm respecting my femininity, my sexuality, and it's only for one person. One person who respects me and loves me. It's the only person who deserves to see that side of me. And before, I never thought that. I just used to think any attention from any male is good attention, I used to think it was like...
You still think that. Don't fool yourself. When this shit crashes and burns, everybody's going to be here looking at you. So can't wait till that happens.
A win to get as much male attention looking at me as possible. And now I feel like guarded. I feel like, no, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve
You're
that piece
guarded
of
by
me.
that
The only
500
person
pound
who
mass that's on
deserves
your
that
skeleton
is my husband, because he loves me, he respects me, he provides for me, he's my protector.
He doesn't provide for you.
And
get the fuck out.
He's the only person that deserves to see that. He put a ring on it, he gets to see that.
He put a ring on
and
it.
experience that
You
side
put
of
that
me.
Etsy ring
Everyone
on
has
it.
an
Shut the fuck
intimate,
up.
private side, and it's not just about how you look, about how thin you are. It's about the chemistry and the relationship that you have with someone.
Oh my God. The chemistry, y'all. I mean, Chantal and Droid Salah have the best chemistry ever, don't you think?
It's about that intimacy between two people. And that you could be with the most gorgeous person and not have that with someone, So...
See, and there shows your shallowness right there. You could be with the most gorgeous person. That's not what it's about. That's your issue right there. Is even your song, The Most Handsomest Man. You have this fixation on a man's looks or somebody's looks. That's why you're always telling other reaction channels, cam up, cam up. It's not about looks. That's what you don't fucking get.
I think that that's also very important for me, having learned those values in Islam, to respect myself,
You don't respect yourself. You're fucking haram 100% all the time.
Like, Allah has, kind of, I hate to say ordered, but, has asked women to cover themselves with hijab, and that's to protect their sexuality, to protect from the eyes of everyone else.
Are you talking about Allah or Muhammad, peace be upon him? Who are you talking about? Because those are two different things. I think you're confused, Chantal.
To save it just for one person, because a woman's beauty is very special in Islam. So when I hear people say I miss the old you, the funny you, some people just miss me dressing up and doing skits and things like that. Yeah, I can understand. That was fun. That's fine. I could even maybe still do those things, but I guess I just don't really feel up to it these days.
And actually, that's when I started watching you back then. Back when you towards the ending of the BB relationship. So yeah, I found you interesting because of the weird, stupid stories that you used to tell. Yeah, I used to watch you. But then it's like, as I kept watching and watched this literal spiraling out of control of your life, yeah, it's fascinating to watch.
I feel more like sharing, maybe by trying to get well, stuff like that, daily routines, things I cook,
nothing,
and just talking like this for now, so I do want to get up more and show you guys more of Kuwait, and I want to plan our next.
And what's up with this fucking 94.7 The Wave background music? Fucking weird, Chantal.
Travel together, and I I kind of want to get back to writing, but I'm not sure. We'll see.
Writing. Oh my God, another Amberlynn moment.
I still just like to write little stupid stories, like, even though they were bad. But I mean, like, more like nonfiction kind of thing. Because everyone's life is a story. Everyone could write a story on their life, you know? But
yeah,
anyway,
your life is boring, so what are you going to write about?
I'm more at peace now, and I'm a lot happier, and that's the one thing that keeps me going.
You're not at peace. You're not happier. That's why you're like 500 pounds, because the entire time you've been in Kuwait, you've been eating your feelings. It shows. So stop trying to lie and bullshit everybody. Everybody sees it except for you.
Wanting to go back to Canada is that I don't miss my past. I was very anxious to get the heck out of there and away from that life as fast as possible. And it doesn't mean that it hasn't followed me. It has. You've seen me freak out once or twice. I've been in a grieving state, you know, and the transition wasn't immediate. It's not like I moved here.
You're full of shit. The only reason why you're staying, if anything, if you're gonna stay in Kuwait, is you're using it as an excuse for your addiction. Because there in Kuwait, things that you like to partake in, the party favors and such, are not easily obtainable there. It's easier in Canada.
Took my shahada and all my problems went away. My personality problems, no. I still was getting provoked into being angry, and I was still saying things that were hurt.
Nobody really provokes you. You either can choose to react or not react. That's on you. So don't try to blame people for trying to provoke you. It's your fault, not theirs.
To other people, which I've repented for, and I do feel bad for.
Repented?
I don't like to sink to that
bitch. Where have you repented?
level. You know, I'm getting up there in age, and I think that the most important thing in life is really to just try to be the person that you wish other people would be towards you. You know, golden rule in Christianity, well, it applies to most religions, and it just applies to a basic human level, even if you're not religious. So I really want to just keep that up, keep my life as drama-free.
Keep that up. You haven't done any of that this past year. None of that. None. Zilch. Nada. Nothing.
As possible, because I really think that that contributes to a lot of mental illness, to a lot of illness in general. It brings down your aura. It just makes you feel like crap, makes you angry, makes you in a bad mood, and it's not productive to just sit there and talk about other people or to worry about what other people are thinking about you. You know,
I don't worry about you or what you're doing or what you're thinking. I just look, see if you post, and then I react or do whatever to it. I actually have a life, a busy life, in fact. So, stop, Chantal. You're not that interesting.
It just doesn't pay in any way. So, no matter how much you miss that old me, how many people still watch my old videos, how many people still review my old videos, how many people still live in my past on the internet, I don't. And that's the most important thing.
You do live in your past. That's why you keep bringing up BBJ. And that's why sometimes when you say you get provoked, which is not true, you post horrific community posts. Like you did about Yaba in the YouTube Underground, talking about her kid's deceased father. Just sick shit like that. This is within the past week or so that you did that. So you're still the same fucking bitch that you always have been. So shut up.
That's the only relevant thing is where I am, where I'm at. I'm here in the present with my husband in another country, living in another country with a completely different outlook on life and new values. And
exactly. It's fucking cosplay. This isn't real.
Waking up to get high every day and mask things that were eating away at my soul is not where I want to be ever again.
You're still doing the same thing. This time it's only with food. Don't get it twisted. you're an addict. And just because you're not doing drugs doesn't mean you're still not getting high. You're just using food as the alternative.
I'm in a new chapter of my life. It was a bit of a hard transition sometimes because, like I said, learning things and learning to use those things and just grieving a past, grieving things. I have a lot of things to grieve in my life. Still grieving my grandmother.
Gee, I wonder why you're grieving your grandmother, because you went for a few seconds at the hospital when she was dying in your whore dress, coked out of your mind. You admitted this, so I'm not saying that nobody doesn't know, because you admitted it, and left to go do some more party favors with Nader. Yeah, you're still grieving your grandma, sure.
I said my pets, because whether you believe it or not, they were a big part of my life, and I made the decision I thought was right, the best decision, but I've learned to grieve that. I think I'm getting to...
Yeah, grieve what? You gave up your pets for some pain. Yeah, that's real nice, Chantal. You're a real animal lover.
Point where I am
and by the way, you're not even getting the pain. Everybody knows it, so.
Accepting that part of my life is just gone, and learning to clean up a lot of the damage, emotional, financial, everything that's come along with living that life for so long, and that's it. Even people admit it. That's why you like to watch me back then. I was a train wreck, but it's someone's life. This is my real life. It's not just entertainment, and it's realistically, it's not scripted.
So many people didn't watch you for entertainment. So many people watch you because they're concerned about you. So that's your problem, is you think you're a movie star, public figure, YouTube star, whatever. No, you're not.
It's not going to stay messy if I want to have a good quality of life, and I do. So, my life might seem a bit more boring. If you were in it for the drama, of course it's going to be a lot more boring, but boring is peace for me, and I like that. So yeah, when I hear that, what happened to you? What happened to me? Well, a lot has happened to me. A lot has happened to me, and it's been a ride. But I really think I've found nobody's perfect, but I'd say perfect for me, partner in Salah, and there's so much I love about being in Kuwait in the Middle East. Living wise than
shit on
living
Canada
when I was
somewhere.
living in Canada. And there are things I miss, of course.
Canada doesn't
friends,
miss you.
Family, stuff like that. But inshallah I will see them again one day.
Pete? I was your only friend.
Yeah.
You
Even if I did go back to Canada, I would not be the same. Even when I went back last time, I wasn't really, I didn't do a lot of the things I used to do, but I don't know that I would even...
Bullshit. The last time you went back to Canada, you were high again off of wheelchairs. High. All the time. 24/7. Shut up, Chantal.
Go live all the time. I would probably just make videos. Or maybe not even tell you guys, Maybe just go and just take a break from the internet. I don't know. But I definitely, even though I struggle sometimes with some changes, overall I do enjoy more being here in this life. And there are things happening to my personality. I think it's just I think this is my normal personality. When I'm not trying to put on a show and be silly and make you guys laugh,
It was never about that.
Naturally, I'm kind of funny person. Like,
You're
a
not
bit
funny
silly
at all.
in my personality naturally. But as you grow older, I think that just dims down a little bit. I don't know. I'm not forcing anything. This is just how I've been.
That's some bullshit. If you're a funny person, it doesn't dim down as you get older. So that's another example of how you play characters. You're playing a role. This time, you're trying to be a pious Muslim woman in Kuwait, and it's not working.
and I'm not trying to put on a special persona to seem more angelic or anything like
you
that.
are.
This is just, I'm more calm, I'm more at peace, and I'm not
Judging by some of your community posts in the past few months, you're not calm, so shut the fuck up.
Just how I'm acting naturally, you know? So anyways, guys, I think that's it for this video. I just wanted to talk a little bit, and I will make more videos like this in the future, inshallah. But anyways, I wish you all a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon.
This was some bullshit. Chantal, you're still the same evil bitch that you always have been. Like I said, this is all cosplay for you. This whole situation is gonna crash and burn right in your face. And it's not that I want this to happen. I think this is something that needs to happen to you, because I think only until you reach rock bottom are you only going to realize that you need to help yourself, get into treatment, get into recovery, because you're not going to be able to do this on your own, and using YouTube and your subs as a therapy session is not going to work for you. So go fuck yourself. And everybody else, have a great afternoon. Bye.